I think we have a really cool episode for you today. I find myself at KH Camera here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I want to give you guys a behind the scenes look of what happens in this entire operation. My eyes are open. It was actually really fascinating. Now, what we're going to do is follow basically a pre-owned camera coming into KEH, all the processes that go through, all the talented people that make it possible for it to then find another home and be loved once again. I'm Chris Niccolls. This is PetaPixel. Let's take a behind the scenes look at KH Camera. So this is the first stop on a used camera's journey through KEH. It has to get unpacked, it has to get sorted, and it has to get checked out by the experts, and it all happens here in the tech department.
Basically here at KEH, what happens first is we'll receive the gear will come in these pallets, and our receiving department will go ahead and do their due diligence, just make sure everything that you sent in was in fact received. After that, it goes to our battery department. What's going to happen is when the battery department gets it, they're going to add batteries to it that needs to be added, any chargers, any missing caps, any missing cords, stuff like that. Yeah.
Look at this treasure trove you guys
we got
have.
A whole inventory of caps.
All these cables, this is like every person's cardboard box in the basement loaded up with all the wires and stuff.
I mean, hey, listen, we don't like e-waste here, so we're gonna have all the types of cables that we need, recycle where we can. I mean, that's the nature of our business. We'll do a proper cleaning of it. So
you get it back to a place where you can evaluate it.
Exactly.
That's what we do at your desk?
Yes, because it wouldn't be fair if I evaluate it while it was dirty. So the fun part about my role is I get to play detective. Basically, whatever piece of gear I have, I get to identify it. I get to see exactly what it is. If I don't know what it is, I'll use our knowledge base. I'll use other master technicians to kind of chime in.
I assume everybody's going to have different things that they're better at, or they have more knowledge about.
Everyone's going to have niches that they gravitate towards.
Gotcha. So this sounds like a very important part of the process, because I'm sure some people who are selling their gear really know the cameras well.
Yes.
But a lot of people probably don't. Maybe they're selling for somebody else, or was left behind as a part of somebody. So it's there's so many different versions of cameras, so many different series of cameras. Is that what you're doing? You're trying to evaluate and deduce what the series is it limited, is it rare, all that kind of stuff?
Exactly. Basically, I'm trying to give them the fairest possible assessment. If I don't identify it correctly, then if you buy a Sony a7 III and you end up with a Sony a7,
right?
You're kind of like, what's going on here? I would say this, everyone comes in here either with a passion for photography, or you will become passionate by the time you get out of training.
Next stage, we're talking to Cameron here. Cameron, Jimmy has inspected the product, he's identified it, he's categorized it. What happens next?
Right, so Jimmy's told me everything that I have to work with, and now it's my job to move all the moving parts, make sure that your buttons, your dials, anything on an LCD screen, especially touch screens, if you've got a dead space here, I need to know that the whole screen is working. And so I'm putting lenses on, flashes, anything that the photographer is going to want out of this camera, I got to make sure that it's right.
That's a big responsibility, because cameras, there's so many different kinds. First off, where do you get the knowledge of understanding what you need to test on all these cameras?
It's a lot of knowledge. We, on any given day, are working with 150 years of technology. It can take up to 2 years to create a technician to have all of the knowledge to work with everything that we see.
So you can go from a Z8 one day to a Hasselblad 500 CM the next, and then to a Rolleicord the next.
Totally, we're seeing everything.
Wow. What happens here if you do find an issue?
Say I've got a dead zone on the LCD.
Right.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a repair ticket. I'm telling our repair team, hey, you need to look here at the screen. This is where it's failing. 40 years ago, one guy was doing the whole thing. They would unbox it from receiving and sell it to you later on too. But now we've got a real good machine here to work together, do things a little bit more efficiently, and put a few more pieces out than you might have used to see from us.
I noticed this on your desk. Yes. I don't know, man. I will live again. I don't think so.
Listen, there's a reason I have this tree, and it's not just because Andy gave it to me, and I can't bear throwing it away. But We like to use it for infrared.
When you get a modification from like Kalari or some of these other companies that work on cameras for you, it's going to start picking up on that infrared light.
Right.
And a lot of these photo synthetics are going to show brighter, so we got to use that to be able to say like, hey, I've got a camera, it's showing like really red, I don't know why this is just a pink image. It's usually infrared, and so we're here to make sure that we're like, I mean, maybe not with this guy.
I don't know that there's much chlorophyll
Hold
left
on,
there. You're the first phase of this whole thing.
Yes.
Getting to see all the products come in, evaluate them, check them out. So you get the first eyes on all the cool stuff that comes in. Hey, like that's got to be tough. That's gonna be fun.
I'm not gonna lie. There's been moments where I put my name on stuff like, hey, let me.
Like this is.
I want dibs on this.
Yeah.
There's a real occupational hazard here for sure.
So Nick, repairs here started out as a way just to service your own gear that you were going to sell, but now it's changed into be able to offer repair services to everybody. Is that right?
Correct. We are aggressively hiring with the entire goal of the majority of what we're doing in here is to help service external customers, save those old pieces. What's next? How do we source and or fabricate parts so that parts availability isn't a weakness for us? It becomes a strength. So currently trying to partner with vendors who just sell springs. Can I match out of the million springs that they manufacture? Can I find the 2 springs I need for these lenses? Can I start partnering with die cutters and start stamping out plastic nylon pieces to save pieces of gear? This is like the next step to where we're no longer dependent.
That's
we are
really cool.
independently sourcing, and we are in control of our own destiny.
So Zibi, this is your repair desk.
Yes, sir.
This is where you practice your craft.
Oh, yeah.
How does somebody get into the business of camera repair? What's that like?
Really, it's all about being technical, wanting to do something with your hands, wanting to learn something new every single day, because there's so much to learn. So many different brands and types of things that we work on. So you kind of have to be in the mindset of wanting to know as much as possible.
Easiest camera brand to fix?
Off the bat, I would say probably Sony, just because availability of parts, if parts are needed, if we're not able to fix the parts on hand.
Gotcha. What's the biggest challenge?
Hardest cameras, I would say probably the Pro Series for Canon.
Really?
Yeah, there's just so much that goes into it. Some of them have like 4 to 5 boards in there, and all of those things communicate with one another. So you really have to hone in on where the issue is coming from. So you take one out, put a good one in, and if the issue persists, you know that the issue is somewhere else within the camera. We rely heavily on the folks that have been doing camera repair for 30 plus years. I mean, there's so much, collectively 402 years of experience in this room alone.
How long do you think it took you before you felt like, okay, I got this, I have a good handle on this, I feel pretty confident that I can like receive something and fix it properly?
Myself, personally, I would say close to the year mark is where I really felt confident. Like, you could throw me any digital camera and I was confident that I could fix it.
Okay, so you were saying that you've got a lot of parts up here, but these look like lenses and bodies to me. What's going on here?
So essentially what this entire mezzanine is about is utilizing gear that we have deemed beyond economical repair or beyond a repairable unit. And what we do is not throw it away, right? Because we are so focused on sustainability and keeping these units out of landfills. So what those units do is find a home here. And what we do as technicians is utilize the parts that are usable and put them in other pieces that need to be fixed.
So even cameras that people would normally throw in the garbage, you're like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
We can use that again and
Absolutely.
find second uses for those things.
Such a big thing for us.
Obviously you got a lot of new parts too, right?
Oh,
Like you're like,
so like we have here, brand new parts.
gotcha.
Brand new parts, and we have, as you can see, rows and rows and rows. Yeah.
So I know that Cage has been doing repairs for many, many years, but mostly for their in-house products, right? Just to restore them for sale.
For
but
sure.
now you'll actually service customers' cameras.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
What is that feeling like if somebody sends you something that's like a treasured item for them, you get it in, you evaluate it, you figure out the problem and fix it so they can keep shooting?
It feels so good because we know that not only are we servicing the camera, but we're servicing a photographer. And for us as repair technicians, it's one of the best feelings to say, you sent this to me in this condition. And I'm sending it back to you completely working, clean, best that you've seen it in years.
So this has been a really cool journey. We've seen the cameras come into KH, they get sorted, they get evaluated, they get cleaned, they get repaired if they need it, parts added that are missing, and now it brings us to the final step. Somebody's gonna love these cameras and lenses again, and that brings us here. This is the Outbound area. This is where everything is ready for sale to go out to a new home to be loved again. And we are gonna meet the Outbound Operations Manager. Hey, Bora, nice to meet you.
Oh, hi, Chris. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is where like all these items are going to go out and.
Yes. Oh, okay. So let's not grab immediately off the shelf. What we like to do is we like to grab our valuables, like a phone, and stick it in the bin first. And then you can grab it. So you know exactly where it's supposed to go back. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, organization clearly very important.
Absolutely.
I'll put that back. I won't
Thank
touch
you.
anything else
No
anymore.
worries.
Okay.
No worries.
So, Bora, I'm noticing something here, like Nikon here, Canon here, like you got bags, you got straps. Like, why is it so random?
That's on purpose for efficiency and as well as creating a streamline when you're trying to find the goodies. You may not know everything about cameras.
Okay, but why wouldn't I just want to like, okay, all the EFS 18-135s are in this bin, go. Like,
correct. So if they were, and I tell you to specifically go to AP43B2, you'll be spending a good 10 minutes looking for one. Whereas when you come over here and you look through, there's only one.
So I'm kind of getting this idea that to make KH operations run smoothly, you've got to be organized.
Absolutely.
You've got to have everything labeled properly. I can only imagine the amount of mix-ups and lost items.
It is 100% foolproof.
Right. So what's with all these items here? Where do these go next?
Well, from there on, they're available on the website. As they get sold, we get all our orders and we turn around and pick them for you.
Right.
Everything that you see is live on the website.
All right, so Bora, this is the packing part here. Hey?
Yes.
So where do you guys ship to?
Pretty much anywhere in the world.
Yeah?
Yes. Everything as sustainable as possible.
Right.
Paper products, recycled cardboard. So we grab our item and we grab our invoice.
Okay, we got a flash here.
And if you remember, the order, the numbers that are on the shelves, right over here, it actually validates to make sure that it all matches. All right. And we have these boxes, custom and special made for us.
Right.
To give you that new camera feel.
Oh, I see. And then you put it in a secondary box.
Exactly, for double protection.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then we will drop our box. Again, designed it perfect to fit like a glove. It's ready to go.
And you say the FedEx truck is here?
FedEx truck is here.
Geez, let's go see.
So let's go. Let's go hand it to him.
Wow, we're getting the full treatment. Oh yeah,
exactly.
there you go. Okay. Well.
Have a good day. And that's it.
All right, guys, we've seen the process from start to finish. I found this incredibly fascinating. I hope you did as well. I mean, just wandering through all of these shelves with all the gear, it's like all the appeal of a Japanese used camera store, but with thousands and thousands of items. It's so cool. But I think the big takeaway is that this is also a very important mission. I mean, yeah, it's about making a profitable business, but it's also about keeping used cameras out of the trash and being used for what they're so good at, which is making photographs and letting people practice their photography. I think the fascinating thing about this whole process is always seeing the people behind it. Like the skill involved, training people up, getting people interested in this field, and then teaching them the skills and the knowledge they need to keep this whole thing sustained. That's a really cool part of this process as well. It's clear that everybody here loves what they do and that they're passionate about photography. I love seeing all the artwork on the walls. I love seeing the photo contests being held. And just the fact that, KH is doing so many things now. Not only the used cameras, but also retail side of it and also the repair side of it. They're really trying to offer a lot more services for all of us to benefit from. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave your comments below. Let us know what you think, of course. Also check out the PetaPixel podcast. You may have missed it, but we actually did record an episode right here at the warehouse. And we're going to talk about a lot of interesting stuff in the photographic world. You don't want to miss that. And be able to come to places like this and make these projects happen is thanks to you and getting a PetaPixel.com membership. So consider supporting us there. Look at all the benefits you get. We keep adding perk after perk after perk. It totally makes a lot of sense. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you soon with more on PetaPixel.